Welcome back. This is like my first video ever. I have no plan. I have a pen, and no, we are not going to sing that song. I have a notebook with some ideas quickly jotted down. So I thought today's topic of conversation will be bumping into people again, or like seeing people again, right? And this is because of something that happened to me recently. So let me tell you, my friend Jackie recently came to visit me, and we went to go get boba at this new place. I haven't tried it. She hasn't tried it, and there was a line. So while she was standing in line, I went up to the counter to grab us menus. While I got the menus, I saw this one guy we both knew. A friend invited us drinking twice and invited this guy. And so I was just like, oh, it's him. I remember him. I went drinking with him. So I went up to him and said hi. I said hi to him with this group of friends. And this guy does not recognize me. Like, he looks at me and just has no recollection of who I am. Okay, so that was embarrassing. And to make matters worse, because like I have no filter, I was just like saying exactly how I felt at that moment. I was like, this is awkward. You obviously don't recognize me. I'm just gonna walk away. So like I like side shuffle out of there, like, and I get to like my friend, and as I'm like side shuffling, I think it like finally hits him who I am, and there's like recollection in his eyes, but it's too late. I've already gotten out of there, and it's not like he called me back or anything. So, but I like get back to my friend, and I told her I was like, he didn't recognize me, and she was just like, yeah, like I saw it in his eyes. It took him a while, but he did recall. And I was like, yeah, he only recalled after like I was really awkward about it. And she was just like, what'd you say? So I told her, and like she wasn't surprised. She wasn't surprised at all, because she knows me. She's my Eggie. Yeah, she was my youngest roommate in college, and I call her Eggie loud and in public, and I love her. Hi, Jackie. But yeah, so that was like honestly, the situation didn't have to go there, but like I made it go there because I am just an awkward child. But this happens like quite a bit where like I see like someone I know, and I really think it's because like I have like a way too talkative personality, and I went to like a really big high school and a fairly big middle school. So like I know people, or like I talk to a lot of people, but like people don't know me, or like people don't want to talk to me. Um and I don't know why. Like I always have to like say hi to people. I should have really learned my lesson by now, because like I feel like you start bumping into people like when you like go off to college and you come back from break. Like that's when it starts happening, right? And you like don't know what to do, and it's kind of like a fight or flight scenario. I mean, you're not really fighting the person, right? You're thinking of like you should greet them or not. So it's like a greet or flight. Whatever, you get my gist. So yeah, usually I like greet. The one time I didn't, it was a total disaster. So I think this was a while back. Like this was definitely like college break time, going back home. I was at the mall with my sister. We were inside H&M, and I recognized this girl who was my year, and I see her, and I'm like, Vivian, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. You're smarter than this. You're gonna avoid, avoid, avoid. So I like see her, and I just start like turning around, right? And as I'm turning around, she like lifts her hand up to wave at me. And oh my god, like I don't have it in my heart to not wave back at this kind soul that's waving at me. So I'm like, no, Vivian, that was wrong of you. Turn back and say hi. So I'm turning back, and like I want to wave at her, and but she already registered that like I'm ignoring her. So as I'm turning back, she's turning away, and it's just like, I mean, that only took place probably like within mere seconds, right? But still, it was like, how did it get once again to like this point, this unnecessary point? And then I just felt bad. Like, Just say hi, Vivian. It's not gonna kill you. It really isn't. Um, but I mean, sometimes like it just kind of turns out to like. I remember this one time I just came back from teaching English in Japan for almost 3 years, and I like moved back in with my parents, and my sister and I were walking down into the parking lot for a plaza, and this girl who was like a year younger than me in high school, but we were in the same extracurricular activity, she was walking up the stairs with her boyfriend, and obviously like we were gonna cross paths, there was no way to not say hi, right? So like I say hi to her, and like I guess like pleasantries were exchanged, and I guess like it was like, oh, what are you doing, was asked, which is quite normal in these like situations. But yeah, so I told her like, oh, I just moved back home, and her response was, oh, you still live here? My heart. First of all, I live in the 66 in the SGV. Google that if you don't know. If you're Chinese, you should know. But I love it here. Like I think it was a great place to grow up, and it's a great place to still be living in. A lot of things have changed. Not all for the better, but mostly for the better. And I mean, we have like good food, a wide range of variety of food, and good boba. Like, and a lot of things like with where my house is, a lot of things are in walking distance, so it's also very convenient. Like I really like it here, and to like hear people like poop on the 66 or the SGV, like that just breaks my heart. And it's just like, what, like, where'd you go that you think is so much better that you're on here? um, but yeah, so that was not fun. But honestly, like I feel like this happens to me like so much because I don't know like how to like not talk, because that's just who I am. I bump into people, and like I once had like a full on like conversation with this guy that I went to high school with at Cotton On, and my friend was just like walking in circles waiting for me to finish. And after like I was done talking to him, I told her, I was like, I don't remember his name, and then she was just like, what? And she told me his name, and she was just like, I knew his name and I wasn't the one talking to him. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not good with names. And he saw me, and like it looked like he wanted to give me a hug, so I went in for the hug, and then the conversation started, and like I don't know how to end conversations, I only know how to like continue them. So yeah, I can list so many more, and there are like some really really like awkward ones. Oh god, my personality. But I like, yeah, now like, I'm thinking things through. I don't got 10 minutes worth of material like all the time either. You know what? Life is difficult. We're gonna figure this out. Scratch what I said in the introductory video. Listen to what I'm saying currently, and listen to me when more changes happen. Currently, we're gonna retitle this, and we're gonna go from there and see what will happen. So comment below if you've ever had like a situation like that. I think once you reach like a certain age, like when I was saying, like once you like go to college, come back, like there's bound to be moments where like you just bump into someone, right? So like kind of like, I guess, tell me like what was your scenario like? Was it like, for me, like the first one where like that person just didn't recognize you and you're like, why did I say hi in the first place? Or like, is it like a second situation where like you ignore them, and unlike me, like it was perfectly fine? Or like you ignored them and like it wasn't really all that fine? Or it was like the third situation where like you said hi and you're just like, I shouldn't have said hi in the first place, that was not a conversation I wanted. But yeah, I'll come back in a new one next time. Actually, I think I'll do one more today, and then I'm gonna get a camera and we're gonna figure this out together. Peace out. Bye.